Shutting one up protocol.
Hey, you're
Hey,
welcome.
Aisheey Verano.
Oh, hi, AJ. Like, how far now?
Maybe we're good. All the way Canada out here. You guys are in the UK. You're looking beautiful.
Thanks, boo. So do you. Look, your pearly whites look good as always.
Actually, it's not white. It's cream. But
Is it? I was
it
actually talking about
is.
your teeth because I always talk
Oh
about
my.
how like light your
Oh,
teeth are.
thank you.
I'm sure your fans want to see it, man.
Trust me.
So
I,
yeah,
I love
if
seeing
you're
it
new
so.
to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe. We're begging for subscribers out here in these streets.
Subscribe,
Like,
like,
comment.
comment. It's gonna be,
If you
hey
want to see the
guys.
craziness,
It's gonna be like, hey guys, welcome to my new YouTube page. If you haven't been here before, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because you have a whole bunch of lovely stuff
oh my
going on
god,
here.
there's something up with your
Welcome to
audio,
Aisheey
AJ.
Verano. Huh?
There's something up with your audio. Say that again.
Oh shit, you missed all of that.
Hmm?
Can you hear me now?
It still has that weird echo thing I was telling you about.
Whoa,
Huh.
I don't hear that here. It's
It
quite
does
nice over here.
ooh, it does that sometimes, but it's a bit annoying because then it then recalibrates. Can you hear me properly though?
I can hear you smoothly.
Now your audio is perfect.
Oh
Now you can say
wow,
what you were about to say.
hey guys, welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If you're new on this page, this is Aisheey Verano, and we always keep it nice, sexy, and spicy. So if you want some more spicy shit in your life, you know where to go to, baby. Aisheey Verano,
Okay.
let's go.
Are you sure you're not going to do my new intro? Like, are you
Listen,
sure you're not going to do my new intro? And every time I'm just gonna put like your voice on there and say, "Hey guys,"
got it. Hey guys, see, listen, if you're doing YouTube, don't forget it.
and
Hey
then be like,
guys,
I know, I'll be like, "Hey guys," and then I'm like, "Wait, whose YouTube channel is this?" Oh yeah.
you're welcome.
You are. Thanks, Boo. So I'm glad you're on the channel today. I've been saying like we should sit down and do something for a
I
while
know
now.
for a long
Rona,
time.
but at least we're doing this
Fuck
remotely.
you,
Thank
Ronan.
God. We need to be out here in these streets, but no, Rona
Straight
has
up.
other plans.
You know
So
this.
yeah. Anyways, guys, you're welcome. We're gonna start. And yeah, like AJ is always entertaining, so I'm sure you enjoy seeing him on the channel. If you want to
It's
see
gonna be
more of AJ, be like in the comment section, AJ baby, more AJ. And then I will arrange that, we can arrange
yeah, that
something.
part.
But yeah, so today we're talking about something so laid back, have fun with us. Yeah, we're talking about who should pay on the first date. So yeah, AJ, take it away.
Who should pay on the first date?
Who do you
Who is
think?
more, who is more thirsty?
Ooh, okay.
the thirstiest, the thirstiest should pay for the date. No, actually, I'm just kidding. Well, you know
Ooh,
what, you know what. This is a topic or a conversation that is when we grow old, it's still gonna be a conversation. And I
facts.
believe that the first date in a provided that I'm with the right person. Okay, so
Mm,
this is how I know I'm the right person.
okay.
If we have our first date and we both
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed each other's time, it is
Right.
smart for you to say let's split. Because
Really?
yes,
So if
because
we enjoyed each other's time, you'd rather split? You
you
think it would
said
be like a good offer for them to split? Like if you enjoyed each other's time?
yeah, because it
Is
shows you appreciate
it?
my time. Because if I'm paying you for your time, are you saying your time is more valuable than mine?
Mm,
So I mean, like I said, different school of thoughts. What I believe in, or
mm.
what I think, if I know what, actually, let me stretch this. What I
Okay, stretch it.
believe a responsible girl or a responsible man should do during a date is request that the date should be the bill should be split because
Do
it
you
shows that
think
you appreciate my
so?
time. Yes, hell fucking yes.
Bruh. I think we have different school of thoughts on this issue,
I mean,
AJ.
what do you think? What do you think? Aisha Verano.
Mio. I'm
Yes.
like, whoever invited me should
Uh-huh.
pay for the date. If I was sitting in my house patiently, resting in my bed,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking I'm going to leave my house today. You holler at me and you're like, oh, hey, babe, I want to take you out. I want to take you to this really nice restaurant by the, seaside or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm
Now
available.
I'm
I'm
ready to
available for.
go.
I'm
But I'm not
available
gonna
for
be
party.
thinking I'm the one to pay.
I feel you on that part though. But you know what? You
I
know you
like I
actually
was
you
gingerly in my house.
and
You
you called me
bothering me.
through that part.
Exactly. So
No,
that's
you're
how I
actually
feel in
right.
the situation.
Aisha,
Hmm?
you're very very correct. If I invite, but
Okay.
you know what? Like if I invited you for say okay, like okay, so we are not friends. I'm trying to
Okay.
get to you. You know what I mean? So obviously I
Hmm.
want your attention, and I
Right.
ask you, like a baby girl, I'd like to see you. Let's meet for dinner or something. And you say, oh sure, I'm coming through. I will love to pay. Like I'm asking you because I want to pay for you. I want to treat you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
if we get into the conversation and we both have a good time,
Hmm.
if you enjoy the conversation, you enjoy what we had, I think it is the partner's job to
Hmm.
top it up a notch to offer for a split bill. It just shows that, although I was in my house sitting down and you called me, but you know what? I actually enjoy this. Let's do this again. Because if I pay for your food, when you enjoy my company, as you
Hmm.
should, you know,
Uh-huh.
and you're telling me, thank you very much for this date, and I paid you, like, let's do it again. Bitch, no. Now I gotta pay for the second time. Like, well, I think
Oh Lord.
when it gets to that point, that is where I
Mhm.
know if I want to smash or I want to keep.
Mm, mm.
So
So you're
if
telling me that if she was like, okay, do you know what, AJ, let's split the bill, would you be thinking like, wow, she's a keeper?
Oh, hell yes. Oh,
Really?
hell yeah. I'm like, damn, this girl's trying to split the bill when I actually invited. I mean, think about it. You invited,
Mm,
imagine you actually asked the guy out and you add him to, okay, come outside, I'll take care of you. And you guys had a beautiful ass conversation.
mm,
You know what I mean?
mm,
And you wanted to pay, and it's like, you know what? I actually enjoyed this conversation. Let's split this bill so next time we can do it again.
mm.
How would you feel about it?
Fam, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not the girl. Like, what? I'm not the one. I'm not the girl.
yo,
When
yo,
it
see,
comes to, do you know what it is? I
yeah.
don't know what it is about. It's the same way when I like say to my friends, like, get dressed. I want to take you out.
Mm.
You get me? Like, it's different
Yeah,
from let's hang out. I want to take you out. I'm paying, girl or guy. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't go
yeah.
around asking my guy friends on dates unless I feel like it's their birthday or I'm doing something nice for
Yeah,
them,
but
or
then
I'm
again, guys
into
how to
them
get called for dates though.
in that
Guys how to
way.
get
Sorry,
called for dates.
the only time I would get call you out for a date is if we're in a relationship and I wanted to treat you. So I'll give you an example, right? If
Uh-huh.
it's the one about splitting the bill, I feel like guys will probably not even want to look at my side because I know they do that kind of thing. Let's
Yeah,
be honest, right?
wow. Wow, Aisheey Verano,
Now,
you're expensive until you get to pay for bills.
fam, I'm expensive all the way, including the bill you're going to pay. Now, one thing I always have is Bex money. So you will never catch me sleeping. I have money for you and me put together. Let's say you
Backup
couldn't
money.
afford to pay the bill, okay?
Okay.
So if you couldn't afford to pay the bill, if the guy I was out on a date with was like, stammering around looking for his pockets and looking for the wallet that isn't missing, I would literally just bring my card out and pay for it.
Like, don't
That's
worry,
it. Pay.
I
I'm not
got
even.
us.
If the lady's like, let's split, I'm like, no, 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 pay for everything, because that's what we do. Do you know what I mean? If you
Okay.
take me out of my house, out of my comfort, you got to be ready to pay, whether or not the conversation was bomb, was
Or not.
amazing. I
Okay,
always have
Aisha,
bomb
I have
conversations.
I have one question for you.
Yeah, boo.
So if a guy's asking you out on a date or taking you out on dates
Hmm.
and then pays for the first one, when do you think you'd want to take the initiative? Like, you know what? Actually, I got this, or let's split the bill.
From me, after a couple of dates. So there was this guy that I
So
was
hold up.
dating.
So hold up. Like how many dates?
I think with him it was after 3 dates. I was like, okay.
And and
So
and
with
an average on each date, you guys spent how much?
Nah, like he spent good
Hold up,
money.
hold up, hold up,
I'm
hold
not,
up,
I'm not,
hold
I'm
up.
not, I'm
Let's
not
do
going.
it. How
I'm not
much?
going to say the amount
No, 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 no,
because
no, no, no.
I
I
do.
run the
If
amount.
I'm being honest,
No,
right?
Aisha, run the amount.
Okay, okay. Let's put it
Yes.
this way. Let's put it this way. He probably spends maybe around
On
£500.
on one date or the other 3 dates.
Let's say 3 dates.
Okay, 500
That's me.
pounds.
That's me
Hold
even
up,
being
hold up, hold
nice.
up, baby, baby, baby. Let me get to the bottom of this. So 500. So you guys went out how many times in 1 month?
Do you know what we did when we
Yes.
when we're dating? We used to go out every week. at least 2 to 3 times a week.
BC.
Yeah. Bro. That,
Did you?
to be honest, I feel like in a way he spoiled me because like that was the lifestyle. That makes
You
no
ever
sense. But you
that
know what's funny?
luxury?
Before we met, that was my lifestyle. So then when we met and that was his lifestyle too, it just worked for us. Now the
Okay.
difference is once we started dating, because we dated for some time, after like a couple of days, I'm like,
Did he get
fam,
the?
yeah.
Did he get the Adam's apple?
No, no, he
Wow.
did not.
After hey, I thought I'm gonna go get Adam's apple. Hey, Allah, my dear.
If I'm being honest, that guy spent in the thousands on our dates. If I'm
Wow.
being honest with myself, right? But the thing is, he did not feel like it was a thing because it was an enjoyable experience for both of us. And
Mm-hmm.
also, when it came to, there was another date we went on, and that place was even more expensive than the places we had previously been to. And I was like, I'll pay for this, I'll get this.
Okay.
And he's like, no, you're not gonna get that. It is quite expensive. I'm like, no worries, fine, I'll get it. And he eventually allowed us for us to split the bill on that occasion.
Okay.
And this is after like what, 3 or 4 dates. Do you know what I mean? Like for
Okay.
me, I like to be pursued. I like for you to, put the
You like?
initiative. And
I like to be treated like a lady. You like to be treated like a lady.
I'm
Yeah, I
a
get
virgin
it.
queen, man. Like
I mean, man.
have you seen how I treat myself? I treat
Baby,
myself like a
look at
freaking
you. You're looking like a whole bank safe right now. I don't even know. I don't know where to start from.
bro. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like if I carry myself a certain way and I treat myself well,
Yeah.
then of course there's an expectation that if you want to be with me, then you have to want to treat me well as well. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, I will treat you well as well. For example, you were so shocked when it was a more expensive place that we'd been to that I wanted to get. I was just like, I'll pay for it.
Mm.
And then moving forward, I would pay for certain dates. Sometimes I'll be like, do you know what? I was like, let me treat you, come out, you're not paying for anything. We were literally fighting for the bill because he wanted to pay. And I
Yeah.
was like, no, you're not paying.
But you know what furthermore makes me say it's advisable for anyone to split bills because think about it. An average guy that's looking
Mm-hmm.
for LOML probably goes on an average day with 2 different women, say, in a month.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if and same with the women too, because of course, when the guy is on dating sites, it's not just men; there are women there as well. And you like, I actually like for all of my dates that I've been to, I always pay the bill on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
But the one girl that would ever say, "Hey, let's split this," she always leaves a beautiful mark. Like I always think about it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, first of all, you want a girl that you don't need to spoil. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, a girl that has her own and shows it, you get that girl, then you spoil her.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just gives you a sense of value. Because some guys, say for example, when they have like low self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
might not say too much. Might be like, okay, wow, like for dates now, I'm taking this girl out and I'm paying for it. They might be feeling used. But I think it's just always, I mean, even if because if you tell me say you want split self, I go tell you, no, I got this. But just that effort, that you know what, it shows me like we don't need to end our conversation with just a kiss before
Mm-hmm.
I know okay, this person is actually serious. It could end with
Right.
like what, if you don't mind, we can split that bill. But I just feel like is that effort that counts. Like you don't come to a date being rest assured that what, I ain't paying for shit. I'm a girl, I should be taken care of. Well, baby girl, I'm a catch too, right? That what are you talking about? Like,
I
you know
get
what I
it.
mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
think I think just that cautious effort to be like,
Mm-hmm.
what, I actually appreciate this. I like this to happen again. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like your time is wasted. I actually have a nigga, actually my own girl, she went on a date with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they go back home, the guy takes her like, I actually didn't enjoy my date. Please send my money back. Yeah, straight up. Like, please send half of my.
So what did she do? Did she send it?
Of course she did.
Mm. You
She
know what
did.
I would do? Because
Yeah, what would you
sometimes
do?
I'd be petty like that. I will send you with interest.
I add
Say,
extra $1 to it.
I'm like, since you want to act like a little petty bee, I will add some more money.
We
Since you're
can we
thirsty,
can we can do it together.
it's like since you're thirsty, I will give you some water. Do you know what I mean? The thing
Definitely.
about it though is I feel like it's one of those things where that guy is just being petty. Asking for the money back after you paid for something, you're a little petty ass.
You know what?
Pretty.
I can use that perspective. I see that that nigga got issues. He has issues that I'm happy for my own girl that he didn't give
Yeah.
the fact that the guy didn't even get to like do anything with her, because that kind of niggas when I'll be
Mhm.
talking up and down like, oh, I smashed on the first night. That type of
Yes.
shit. Like those are kind
Yes.
of niggas that do that shit. But for you though, okay, I want to
Mm-hmm.
ask you a question. A
Yes.
question. And when you grow up, I mean, when you're up already. I mean, when you have kids and
Mm-hmm.
your kids are going for dates, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously maybe you're going like for maybe 2 dates a month or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they're paying for every date that they go for. What would
Mm-hmm.
your advice be?
If you are serious about a girl, for me, one thing you should know about me is I don't just go on dates. I would have been talking to you for an extended period of time. So you
Yes,
would have a sense of being
but you have to keep your options
knowing me to
open
an
now.
ex.
Keep your options open.
Well, I should
You can't
just
put all your
be,
egg in one basket now.
yeah, I'm not putting my eggs in one basket. I can go on
Exactly.
multiple dates, but it's the same way I can be talking to multiple people at the same time. That's not a
Mm-hmm.
problem. My thing
Definitely
about
not.
that is like, if I'm going out on a date with someone, I'd have probably been talking to that person for like a while.
Mm.
There are some exceptions, but let's say most times I'd have been talking to you for like a month, maybe more. So there is like a level of communication that has been built. So it's like you know the kind of person I am to an extent, and I know the sort of person that you are. And then I'm like, okay, fine. I feel comfortable enough to go out on a date with you. That's one of the reasons why I don't really have crazy horror dating stories, because like I take my time before I go on the first date. So I don't
Mm.
then see you on the first day and be like, what the hell did I sign up for? Do you know what I
Actually,
mean?
Brian, have you kissed or had sex with someone on the first date?
I've kissed on the first day, I'm sure. Like the
What
day was
else?
good.
How was it? How was it? Tell me about it. How was it?
What the day? I thought, do you know what? I'm trying to remember. I feel like the thing about me and kissing is like, if I feel it in that moment, if, we had a good time, it was like great communication. For me, the way to stimulate my mind is great conversation. If you stimulate my mind with great conversations and everything else falls in place, then,
Lubricate the whole. Hey, Aisha Verano. Listen,
then
I cannot gonna deal with you looking this yummy and your lips looking this and me I would not want to get my lips wet. Definitely would want to. But is that the worst you've done
oh
though?
my
Like
God.
that's the best you've done
But you
on
know
a
what? I
yeah?
feel like it's not unusual for me to go on a date because I've gone on so many dates without kissing anybody. Like it's a one off in terms of like me kissing. Because I've gone on so many dates and I'm just like, nah. And I'm like, no, I just don't feel it in this moment. I don't like to force it.
No.
The thing is, if you don't feel it in that moment, there's no point forcing it. Now you can feel it on the next day when you feel more comfortable with the person or the day after, but I don't feel like I have to force it. One thing I wanted to go back to about the point of paying or offering to pay is
Yeah?
a lot of girls offer to pay, but they have no intentions of paying.
Yes, and that is fine. See, lie to me. I like it. See, lie to me, Pinocchio. Lie to me. Lie to me that you
No,
know what? I actually want to
I would
try. Lie to me.
rather I would rather be honest about the kind of person that I am in the sense that, do you know what I mean? Because I don't like the idea of lying. You don't want to pay this. If he's like, pay it, you don't have enough money to pay this thing.
True that.
Stop pretending like you are ready to pay for something you ain't ready to pay for. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, if you're thinking and judging the person and thinking, oh my God, this person is such a lovely person. They said they were going to pay. And behind their back, they're just like, God, please let him say no.
Please,
I don't have the
please let
money.
him say.
Exactly. They
That's
don't
my
have.
kind of girl. That's my kind of girl. Please lie to see wherever you are, baby. Where you are, we go on a date. Please lie to me. That's one way you can keep me. If you are like you pay, I'll just like you.
I'm
I'll
not. Oh,
pay.
so I should just be
I'll
like one of
pay.
those ones. When the bill comes, I just pass the card to you and just
Yeah,
be
you're
like,
like oh my god,
"Don't
this.
worry, AJ, I got it."
Yeah, and I'm like no, I'm like come on. Me too. I'm praying I should pay. Oh.
And then she's like, "Oh no, don't worry, I got this." And you're like, "No, no, no." I don't like all of that. Do you know one thing I hate most about dates as well?
Yeah.
Is that when you go to the date and then the guy is trying to source you out to see whether or not you pay. So the bill comes and then it's like, and then it's like, and then it's like, like, are you gonna pay now or what's gonna happen? Like, what are you going to do? But it depends
I've
on how I'm feeling, though. If
I've
I'm in
actually
a
been
good
on a
mood,
date. Yeah,
it depends
I'm
on
with
how
you.
I'm
No, no.
feeling.
Yeah.
if the day was terrible and you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, I'm not paying. I'm going to be looking at you. Let's all be looking at each other. You wasted my time.
Straight
You
up.
get.
See what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying. When it's a beautiful date, when you guys had a good time, like even you said you go to sweetie to pay. See, I went on a date with one girl, and for
Mm-hmm.
every date we went on, this girl offered to pay on every date. And guess what? She paid for every date.
Mm.
Every single date. The first night she's like, you know what? Um, I like paying when I enjoy my dates.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good for her. I
She
don't.
said,
My
and
enjoyment is.
treat me like a queen. But actually though, like as time went on,
Mm,
I actually started showing that, you know what, I got to pay. Like I understand, everybody wants an independent woman till they see one and then they feel threatened. I don't feel threatened by women or anybody, I appreciate. But give me a time, give me space to feel great as well,
mm,
I understand you want to pay the bills and all of that, but always give space for a man to feel like a man or for a woman to
mm,
feel like a woman, or else
mm,
you're gonna lose that. Because growing up, yeah, I don't used to I never got gift like that, right? So when I
mm,
when I started getting gift, it was a bit weird because I didn't know how to appreciate because I was
mm.
mostly embarrassed than you know what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
so much job, I just feel so embarrassed, but I couldn't show my appreciation. And I was with
Mm,
this one chick here that I actually broke up because she's used to giving gift. If I'm making orders, so I got this bouquet
mm.
of gifts where she like wrote "You light up my world," and she had a lighter on it. Then she had "You the sweetness to my soul." Then she had a chocolate on it, and it was like
That's
a
so
lot of gifts.
sweet.
I know, and I got the gift, and I was so embarrassed. And I was like, "Wow, you're so cute." And the look on her face was like, I did all that and drove two
And that's all you
hours
said.
just to be told I'm so cute. And I didn't realize it on time because I'm not used to
Receiving gifts.
receiving gifts. You know what I mean? And when I do, I am mostly embarrassed. But I don't want to show
It's
them
like you don't know
you know
how
what
to
I'm
act when you receive
you
gifts. You're
know
just
you
like,
know what I mean. So I'm like, wow, you're so cute. Just trying to like add my own embarrassment.
mm,
So I think at that point I just understood or learned that it's always good to let people feel
appreciated.
exactly. You let people feel how you feel. So if I feel good, I want to show you
Mm,
goodness by saying, what, let's play this bill because it just makes a lasting relationship. And you can be like,
mm,
what, first day I met you, beautiful. Let's play this bill. The next time you meet, you're gonna pay. I'll let you pay fully.
mm,
So that way, you guys haven't just built. You guys haven't just laid your relationship on what I should do and what you should do. You base it
mm,
on the mutual love, yeah, the mutual respect. And I think
mm.
that would take your dates or love life even further because you guys just appreciate yourself as being. I don't feel like, oh, I got responsibilities. I just feel like, oh, my job is just to make you happy. And once you're happy, there's nothing we cannot do.
Hmm. I,
Yeah.
to be honest, I get your point. I think for me, it's a timeline that differs in the sense that, like, for me, I have to see how you treat me first
Mm,
before I then match your energy.
mm,
Because the thing about guys is like it's one day, everyone can finesse on that one date. The next
straight up.
day, then people start to show themselves. The day after, then people start. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm gonna let you show yourself for a bit,
Yeah, let me see
and
all of
then I
you.
will. What did you say?
So let me see all of you.
Exactly. Let me see enough of you. And for
Mm,
me, back to your question, with my kids, I would be telling them, if you ask someone out on a date, be ready to pay for that date.
mm.
Don't ask someone out if you don't have the money to pay for that date, my bro. My bro,
Definitely.
my
No, 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 no,
sis.
definitely. You
Straight
get
up.
Emma Fabo, you will wash plates, you will scrub the floor.
Exactly. And another thing I would teach my kids is even when you are invited out on a date, make sure you have vex money.
Your own
Make
money,
sure you
yeah.
have enough for you and the other person so you don't
Mm,
end up being embarrassed.
that part.
That it's not just enough for you. Imagine in a place where you're like, well, you can't split the bill. You came together. What happens then? It's like, no, fam, you gotta have enough for yourself. And so when he's ordering everything, you need to be looking and make sure you have enough.
And
You
they go
get
like,
it? You have enough.
lobster. It's like this stingy man association, and I saw this meme. The guy was eating. So you forget your wallet. How bad was that? The nigga was eating, I was asking the girl, so you forget. I mean, then again, dating in Nigeria can be very, very different. Dating in Nigeria is
Mm,
very, very different. It is very, very different. Like, everybody wants to act out of their class. So you have money for Booker. You're taking the girl to KFC. Oh, you're low. Wow, you're on your own.
right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over here, I feel like it's different. Like it's different. So you can easily afford things than it is over there. But at the end of the day, still, like one thing is constant. Make sure you have your money before you go on a date, or else
Mhm.
it's gonna be a problem. Man, actually, I can't
Also, I think
I can't
guys
take
need
you on
to
a
be
date though.
careful.
I can't
What did
take you
you
on a
say?
date though. I can't take you
Ah,
on 500 pounds. Hey, we and four, baby. I'm
you know
like,
what? You know what's
that's
funny though?
rent money right
Do
there.
you know what's
How
funny
I got
though?
pay
I
this
have
rent?
to say it's like I don't demand that it has to be that expensive. Let's just put it that way. I don't
Okay.
demand that it has to be. But the thing is, I do like certain restaurants as well. Like those are the kind of restaurants that I go anyway. So, but the thing is, I'm one of the most reasonable people when I go out in the sense that if I know you're paying, I will not order certain things that
Order
I would
excess,
order
yeah.
myself.
Mm,
I would not take the piss. If for me, if I go out and I'm spending like £100 on one meal or more, I'm not going to do that on your dime
straight
because
up.
I just don't think that's fair. Because now you're going to pay for two people now. So I'm a lot more conscious when I'm going out with someone and I know that you're only coming here for me. This is not your vibe. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? It's like, it's a different thing if you know this is where this person hangs out. So we're
Yeah.
both hanging where we usually hang out versus someone that you know only came here because of you. This is not his normal spot. You don't know how
Mm-hmm.
much the guy is making. Do you
Yes,
get?
sir.
So I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more conscious. Like I'm not one of those girls. I'll be like, I need to take away from my friend. Oh yeah, my little sister is at home. She needs to eat too. Now all of that is a bit much.
I
Yeah,
feel you.
that's not my vibe.
My cheapest date was at 7-Eleven. So
Mm,
I met this one girl. 7-Eleven, I don't know what you guys call it, but like a convenience store that sells
mm.
everything, including slushes. And I like this girl. I was like, listen, I'm gonna take you out. And she's like, oh wow, where we going? I'm like, listen, my G, I'm broke. 7-Eleven. I told my friends, they were like, why would you want to take a girl to 7-Eleven? I'm like, listen, I'm broke. She's a beautiful girl. I'm not ugly. Like we are meeting ourselves halfway. If I was an ugly boy, I'd be like, okay, I got to impress you, bro.
So
I
between
gotta
ourselves
impress you.
halfway. No,
Yo,
you're
my
right.
G. We 7-Eleven, we had slushies, $10. And we had a beautiful conversation, went on top of a nice hill, and we talked about the city, and we just talked. And
Mm.
that was good. But then again, if we were to meet again, now that I got money, so girls, listen, I got money now. I'm gonna take 7-Eleven, in case you're feeling this
AJ
way.
is
Let me know.
balling. AJ,
My
come
number
spend that
point,
money on me
baby.
now. Come
Just
on.
shake that ass. Just shake that ass. It's gonna be dropping. Make sure you're busting it right.
Oh,
Listen,
you want me to join the bossing challenge?
but what are you gonna do? What's the challenge now?
Fam, I'm not doing that bossing
Why
challenge.
why
I'm
why not?
Christian therapy, my G. I'm a
Chri-
Christian woman. I don't need to be
Christians can
bossing it
bust it
down.
too. Christians can bust it too.
Hey, God.
When Jesus went for that wedding night, thought about the wine. Just a person, just met a darling boy now. He's like, yeah, yo, can
Bossing.
you see that?
Nah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I do it, I'm probably going to put my spin on it. But I'm trying to see because I think I'm trying to see what kind of spin I'm going to put on it and stuff. But yeah,
Oh
if
yeah.
I do it, it would be
Let me
my
see.
my own boss.
Let me
It
see.
will have a
Bust
low
it.
spin. A Christian
Bust
therapy
it.
appropriate.
Everything is you are bossing. See, I've told people that say anything that God gives you, if God gives you legs, you gotta walk with those legs. If God gives you eyes, you got to look with. If God gives you eyes like I can do like this, and you don't do it, God is like, why did I give this guy Nash? I'll just give him all back, long, just give you
You're
long
not
back
serious.
from your back to your Nash. It's just the same. But yeah, for
Yeah.
real though, for real, get on the
Mhm.
bossy challenge, bossy for Jesus. That's a caption. Bossing for Jesus. Oh my goodness, Aisheey Verano,
Well,
don't sleep on this.
well,
Don't sleep on this. I'm
we'll see.
expecting a
We'll see
bossy
about
challenge.
it. Like we'll see about it. I'm thinking about an appropriate busset challenge version for
There's no inappropriate bossy challenge. See, it's just a body until you sexualize it.
me. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for that. It sounds it sounds like a good word, but yeah, we'll see about that.
Just your
But
caption,
I
busting it
think
for Jesus.
for me, sometimes the reason I don't participate in certain things is because not for me, but for the people listening. In the sense
Okay.
that, like, I don't want a situation where they're not receiving the message just because they cannot. It's like Megan Good now, for example. I
Mm-hmm.
love that woman. She's openly proclaimed being Christian, but she's always getting, hate and stuff. Even like when she says certain things, people don't listen and value what she says to the extent to which they would probably take another Christian that doesn't dress the way she does, for example. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like certain things, there are certain things that I've had to, not because of me, but because of the listeners. I want to make sure they're receiving the message. Now, there are certain things that I'm just like, okay, now let's not push it. But there are certain things where I'm a little bit more cautious of
Mm.
in terms of how I portray myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but to speak further on that, I believe you have to give your followers an expectation and not have your followers give an expectation. So now, like you see someone like Chance the Rapper,
Mm,
he's a Christian, yeah, he's a family man. And one
mm,
song is saying I love Jesus, on that one song is saying I hate bitches. And
mm,
his followers still won't deter from the message because you want to see you want to have reasonable followers.
mm-hmm.
A follower that
No,
think
you want to have
no,
video
no,
for-
you no,
No,
a follower
I
that
get
think
it.
you don't actually bust it down. Seriously, let's get realistic. Like, look at me, bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Best believe I'm busting it. So I'm busting it behind you, not for the view. So I think you just have to, like, of course, there are boundaries, right? But I'm sure followers are
Mm-hmm,
human beings as well. Like sometimes influencers, content
mm-hmm,
creators, we get in our head sometimes,
mm-hmm,
and you start thinking, oh, what would they think? I'm sure your follower understand that okay, this is a good person. The fact that you're shaking your ass doesn't make you less of a good person.
mm-hmm.
Like you think God will be like, oh, you've done everything good in your life, but you did boss a challenge. You're gonna make it into heaven.
Funny
Think
though.
about it. It doesn't work
Yeah,
that
no,
way.
I get that. I totally get that. I think for me, it's always I think for me, it's because I know, like, yes, everyone has a ministry, but I feel like recently I feel called to like teaching ministry. So
Mm-hmm.
now I don't want a situation where there's an expectation of what. Yes, I might not look like your 9 to 5 preacher. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I definitely don't look like that.
No,
But
if
I think there's certain
this is how every mama Gio should look. Don't play.
Oh Lord. But yeah, like in the sense that I'm still my authentic self, I'm still very bubbly the way I am usually, like I'm the
Yeah.
same way I am behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? The only
Mm-hmm.
difference is I'm a lot more cautious about taking part in certain things. Just because I'm like, I would rather you receive the message. I don't care about whether or not do you know what I mean? I don't want you to think, oh, I'm not gonna listen to what she has
Yeah,
to
I
say. I
feel
think I've got a challenge.
values
Her
are
ass was
values.
all up in my face.
Yeah, values are values. You know what I mean? If you know your
Yeah.
value, you know what you want to stick by all means. But it still goes back to tell you that when you go on dates, try to at least offer to split.
Over to sleep.
If you enjoy the conversation, if you enjoy the date,
No, but
you know what I
AJ, do you
mean?
know one of the
Offer to
reasons why
split.
it's hard?
Why?
I'm a good conversationalist.
Oh,
Anyone that's been out on a date with me would know I'm a great
so
conversationalist.
are you saying you are the reason why the conversation was bubbly? You are the reason why I said like,
Most
bitch,
times,
you better appreciate me. Most
AJ, most times. Let me be
see,
honest. I'm not.
that is the energy. That
I'm
right there is the energy. If you had told me
right.
that earlier, I won't argue with you. I'll be like, if you feel that
Right.
way, then this is what it
Do,
is.
do you get? Because
Yeah,
like, I'll give you an example. There are sometimes I take a step back from conversations after a few dates because I'm like,
and just
when
let the
I meet
person
someone,
display
and my
themselves
bubbly person will always keep the conversation going, right?
that way.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, the problem is then I don't know if we have a connection or
Mm.
if I'm the connection. Do you see what I mean? So then what I usually do is like after a while I take a step back. I don't stir the conversation at all. I just
Yeah,
sit
and
down
see what they
there
can do
and see what you can do. So that's why for me it's like if I'm out here because I have good conversation, so I'm paying for myself.
that way, that way. Well,
Do you
actually,
get
no, I'm like, see, I'm always lucky. When it comes to women, I'm very lucky. I always meet good women in my life. So when I
I
go for dates,
know you need to tell them where to find them because you're always
see,
like so good with that.
see, I don't know. I just know when you put good energy out there and you know what you're looking for. See,
Mm,
I'm not always looking for a bad bitch because looking for just be reasonable and be beautiful. That's all I ask for. That's not too much. Be
It's
reasonable and
like
be
be reasonable
beautiful.
and beautiful. Like that's the shortest list I've ever heard.
See, that's a very, very short list because you're asking for too much. Don't give me wahala. I won't stress you. You want communication? I'll communicate with you. But if see, one thing that takes me off is the person that doesn't talk too much. If you don't talk,
Mm,
like if we cannot go from let me spank that ass, girl, and you respond back with the same energy, and we can't go from what I think I'm having a problem at work, and can go like, oh wow, so what's like that
mm,
range? That's the range for me. Like
mhm.
if we cannot go back and forth on that kind of range, then we just not meant for each other. And I just know after that date, Maggie, we are not going to see each other again. I mean, I will try to smash, definitely,
Exactly. Wait,
definitely.
so do you smash on the first date then?
I always love to.
Because I always love to.
I,
Please tell me how this conversation goes. How does this? Let's assume like you and I don't know some girl went out on a date. You were feeling her. She was feeling you. She was like, "AJ, baby." How? So what's that? And how's that?
I
What
don't
does
I
that look
see
like?
see the best prayer you're praying unto God, please, as I'm going out, let me meet an angel like me or let me meet a slut like me. Because when you meet someone that's on the same level as you, anything can happen. But when you are a
Mm,
slut and you go and meet an angel, it's not gonna happen. Actually, I've the first sex on first date hasn't really happened for me that much, like that often.
mm.
No. I people might think, oh, it's AG, you can talk a girl out of her panties, but vibe is vibe now. It's consent. Rabbi
You
said,
can't
"Everybody,"
create a vibe
like
that's not there.
I cannot give myself. It's like, so baby, what are you doing tonight? It's gonna be a conversation. Like, so do you want to come over and watch like some slot terms? You want to come over and watch a movie? Like, oh, sure. Like I okay. Like we know, like we just code you. You like we want to fuck tonight. I mean, it could get
Mm,
there if
mm-hmm.
the conversation gets sexy. Like if it gets open, where you're like talking about, so what panties are you wearing right now? You're like, oh, guess. And he says, oh, guess, oh, baby, open field, open field.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, man,
Mm.
it's a date. So actually, um,
Interesting. So let's say, have you ever ended up smashing someone? I know, like this conversation has taken a different
I
turn.
know,
Have you
I
ever
know.
ended up smashing someone after a date, despite not paying on the date?
Oh, wow.
Mm.
That has happened just once.
Mm.
Just what date? Like dates should be going from a dinner date to
Hmm.
to the house. Yeah, happened just once. But if a date is happening at my house, then that's a different kind of date. That is automatically
Oh, okay. So let me guess. You are like, oh, hey, babe, do you want to come over? Or how does a date in your house happen for those who our interested viewers?
I'm sure obvious that Asha was and Asha in the Lord. This is Christian therapy. Oh my goodness, how are we doing this? Actually, we're doing this
Oh
for those that are
no,
about
don't
to
worry.
get
This one,
married.
this is not my Christian therapy
This is
channel. So
see, Boston challenge on load. We have to give you separate Instagram for your
oh my
Christian
god.
therapy and separate Instagram for your Boston challenge.
Oh, I
No,
do have
no.
both, but
Oh,
still,
oh,
we gotta
what you
keep it
say?
consistent all through now, sister,
That part,
brother.
that part, that part. I
Like,
feel you. I mean, I,
yeah.
I feel like that one is like every is staple. You know what I mean? Like if
Mm,
you are sexually what's the word? Sexually open or whatever. I don't. I
mm,
think it just gets there. It just gets there as long as there's consent. I always say
yeah.
consent is like after a beautiful face. Consent is the second sexiest things you ever get in the world.
Mm,
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. Let's do it.
mm.
Those three words, beautiful words. Let's do it.
Let's do
But yeah, man, it's crazy.
it.
Um, let's run it off because I gotta go pick up somebody at 3:30. It's already
I
3:28.
know, it's so funny because I was
It's
thinking
already
like,
three
okay,
twenty
I was
eight.
like, it's 9 minutes, we better round up. So
Yeah.
last word from you in terms of like who should pay. Are you still on the same wavelength? Have I managed to convince you that come to this side, whoever invited you should pay, and let's end it
Um,
that.
I am actually on your side. I believe
Okay,
a man should pay. You know what I
okay.
mean? But the fact that a man should pay doesn't mean that a woman doesn't have a duties to. And like I said, provided that you enjoy the date and you felt like the energy that you got from the other side kind of lifted your spirit, I think it is appropriate. It is
Good your
respectful.
spirit, I'm
Oh
done.
yeah, because some guys, some dates you go on and you just like, wow, I love this date. Some dates you go on that is very boring. You guys can't even have a full ass conversation. You're eating onto the conversation. She's checking her phone onto the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to pay
Mm,
for you after you spend the whole fucking date on your phone, or when you
mm.
spend all day saying and
But
there's
do you
there's
think was that like a point where AJ was not bringing the conversation, or was the person just dry?
if no person was dry.
Oh, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like if I was dry, see, I'll gladly pay for your share. I don't fuck off. I don't fuck up, but let's make up. But if you were dry and I'm paying for that, it's like, what the hell? You know what I
It's like,
mean?
what am I paying
So
for?
you know what I mean? So that is why I feel like when you have a good date, it's always good to say communication. Don't be shy. Just be like, I actually enjoy this date. I
Mm-hmm.
would love if you allow me to pay half of this just to show that I actually like this date. And then again, it depends on who you're with. So this won't happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
person has to pay, but times where you actually enjoy the conversation, it is always good and you split. So what about you? Have I been able to convince you that when you enjoy when you feel like, okay, this is not actually this is not just not Aisheey Verano, this is this nigga too. Let me offer to split. Do you feel like you're in that camp yet?
No.
Okay.
You've
Okay.
not managed to convince me, confuse me, whatever. You've not managed
because
it.
because your mind
The
is
difference,
strong. Your mind is
the,
strong like stone. That is
the
why you
difference
refuse to
though
even check out the
is
wayside.
the difference though is like after we go on a few dates and you're consistent, I would
Mm,
pay. I would
okay.
offer to pay. I would take you out on dates. I'll be like, do you know what? No, no, no. It's my treat today. Or how about we go out tomorrow? This time I booked us a place. I will take the initiative to do that.
I have one
After I've
question.
seen your energy over
I have one-
time, I gotta
I have
see that energy.
I have one question. Who broke your heart?
What?
Who did this to you? Who broke your heart?
Ain't
Who did
nobody
this to
broke my
you?
heart.
Who butchered
I'm
your
sure
heart?
there's a long line list of like people thinking I broke their hearts, but no.
You
Mm.
you play yourself, nigga. I'm
I
a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. And what are you again? Exactly. It doesn't
I feel
matter.
like no, I feel like I just let them show themselves.
Show
That's
yourself.
the difference. Like I'm patient. Like I played the long game.
Mm,
I let you show yourself. And when you show
I mean,
yourself,
yeah.
I believe you. And then
And we
I
go from
decide
there
whether or
that
not to
way.
take. So
That
yeah.
way. Don't worry. I can't go a day with you. So you have to so you split the bill. If you don't split the bill, we are gonna do it again. Till you're ready to split the bill.
We
Till
should
you're
vlog
down.
that and be like, oh, AJ and Aisheey out. Who's gonna
Definitely.
pay?
Who's gonna pay the bill? Who's gonna pay this shit? But
That
that
would be
way,
a funny episode because I'm paying.
definitely. I'll be like, I'm paying myself. You are all your just kidding. But yo, Asher Verano, thanks for having me on your
Thank you
channel.
for coming. Thank you for
It was
coming. We're probably
it's been a
gonna
long
film
time
this
coming
in
actually.
person. Yes, like we've
Yeah,
been saying, let's do this for a while. And I'm
yeah.
glad that, with this thing now, we can actually do as many episodes as possible.
That's possible, yes.
So, yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you,
So guys,
honey. Guys, please subscribe. And please follow AJ on
no.
Instagram.
I should just say it again. Hey guys, yeah, yeah. I don't know what
Hey,
you said.
guys, please subscribe and follow AJ on Instagram.
Hey, follow me. Just kidding.
Hey. So I follow him on
Maybe.
Instagram. If you guys are feeling nice to follow me on Instagram,
Yes, follow Aisha Verano on Instagram. She has lots of
thank you.
yummy pictures, yummy
Stop
aesthetics,
it.
yummy. You
You
know,
know,
I'm talking about the curves. We're
you
looking. Oh
know,
my goodness. Oh my
I try.
Jesus.
What can I
You know,
say? Well, yeah,
that
you guys
way.
subscribe. You'll see all the details in the description bar below. Tap that bell for notifications so you know it every single time I post. Honestly, guys, this year I'm giving you content back to back to back. So yeah, if you want to see more of AJ, comment below. Say AJ. AJ is my baby.
And guys, if she split the bill, she's a keeper. If she doesn't, don't keep her. That's what I gotta say.
Ignore him. Let us know in the
Hi,
comment
baby.
section who you agree with. Do
Exactly.
you agree
I'm
that
sure they
the
agree with
guy
me.
should pay on the
Listen.
first date? I'm sure they will agree with you. They want to save their money. Don't mind them. I beg you. Ladies,
Okay,
if you're on my
ladies, if you agree
side,
with me, I want you to drop your comment there. I said I support AJ because you know what I said is right. You know it.
No, no.
All right,
This
we
is
gonna
my
see.
channel, so you better support me.
All right, baby. Take care of
All
yourself.
right, hon. Take care. You too.
Yeah. Have
Bye,
a good
guys.
one.
Bye.
Yeah.
You too, hon.